NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They begin the drive with Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. On 2nd and 12, Wilson looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Ravens at 10-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Open man is Ross, complete. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a...
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson buying, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Williams going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd down, here's an option right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Open man is Duvernay. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And that will give a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Report.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Bonito picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 22. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run with Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert O, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 74 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. 14. Now we'll run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done. Tempo. Hey, 0-0. 14.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
DC, right? DC.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Dobbins once more, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Ross from 4 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.